Welcome to the Popish Plot. I'm Nate. Mike.
Oh. Sorry. What's up?
We're filming.
Oh, right now?
Right now.
Oh, hi. I'm Mike.
So you looked pretty involved there. You looked like a really good, looked like a really fun tune.
Well, it's this new song.
Okay.
It's one of those songs that it makes you move.
All right. Was this something you were listening to on Christian radio?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's a good Christian song then.
Well, I mean, it's really positive and it's really encouraging. So and it's on Christian radio.
So does it talk about Jesus, about how we should try to live more like disciples?
Well, I mean, it doesn't talk about Jesus by name.
So I'm just gonna guess here that it's probably a really fun song.
It is.
It doesn't say anything that would be non-Christian or anti-Christian.
No.
It's just a really fun song.
Yeah, and now I'm not so sure if it's a Christian song.
See, I've been noticing there have been a couple of songs I like to listen to Christian radio, but there have been a couple of songs that keep coming around, and every single time I'm like, "Wow, this is such a great song!" And by the time I'm about halfway through, I'm like, "So where exactly is Christ in this?"
Mm-hmm.
And I don't mean to cast aspersions. It's very good music, and if people want to like it, they absolutely should. Why not? It's good music. It's wholesome. It's not unchristianly. It's not anti-Christian.
But
at the same time, this is music that's being labeled as Christian music, and it doesn't really seem to actually have anything backing it up.
It's labeled as Christian music, and now that you say it and I think about it, yeah, I'm not sure that's always true. So is music Christian just because the musician self-identifies as a Christian musician?
Exactly. I was kind of thinking about this the other day,
Yeah.
Is there a difference between a Christian artist and a Christian artist?
A very good example would be one of my favorite bands, the punk band MXPX.
Okay.
Who have always identified as Christians who are in a band, never as a Christian band.
And while I have known people who were Christian and really loved MXPX, I see their point. They don't seem to go against what they believe, but at the same time, they're not necessarily...
Well, and they've never claimed to be making Christian music,
and that's fine.
Yeah, and
once again,
whereas
not
sometimes on Christian radio, you're listening to a song and you're like, "Is this really a Christian song?"
Once again, it's good music. It's not like as if they're calling themselves something and then completely doing something contrary to the thing that they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
But people are coming. But for example, if you were a non-Christian and you came across this Christian music station and you came across this one song, you'd be like, well, it seems like it's just like, it doesn't really seem all that different than anything else out there.
Mm-hmm. Could the song that you're performing be performed as is by a non-Christian artist and be perfectly acceptable for non-Christian commercial radio?
Exactly.
When you're singing, are you singing about Jesus? Or are you talking about your girlfriend?
Exactly. And there's this one song that I hear a lot, and I want to like this song. Mm-hmm. It's a really good song. Mm-hmm. It's The Comeback by Danny Gokey.
Ah, yes.
And it's very upbeat.
Very.
It's very about perseverance.
And that's a good thing.
And about how you're going through these hard times now, but it's going to get better.
Mm-hmm. And that's a good message.
It's a very good message. But I'm hearing it on the Christian radio station, and I'm thinking to myself, you could play this song on just about any other radio station, and it would probably do just as well.
Because it's all about persevering, which is good.
Yeah. Which is good.
But there's nothing in there about how God is close to the brokenhearted.
That's right.
How we can persevere by His grace.
Exactly. There's nothing about how the reward for the one who finishes the race well, will far outweigh any of the suffering that they had to go through in order to get there.
Mm-hmm. It's just, are you writing a Christian song, or are you writing just a vague kind of love, kind of uplifting song?
Exactly. So I was talking about this with our producer, Jasmine. And I said, I bet if somebody went out there and looked for him, you could find a wealth of songs that, if it wasn't for the fact that the musicians that made them do not identify themselves as a Christian artist, could entirely play on a modern Christian radio station. Because they're positive, they're upbeat, uplifting, and they don't say anything that is either non-Christian, unchristianly, or anti-Christian.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, I bet you I can make a list. And I said, well, it doesn't have to be a big list.
No.
And she's like, well, it's probably going to be bigger than you think.
There can't be that many.
Well,
Can there?
She put the list together, and we've got it right here for all of our viewers.
All right, here we go. Oh, wow.
Yeah. I like that one.
That makes sense.
I never thought about it with that one, but
I'm not sure I know that song.
Okay, that's good. We should be coming up on the end. And it just keeps going.
She was really thorough.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
There's a lot of songs here.
How do we make it stop?
I think the end is coming up shortly. There it is.
Woohoo!
That was a lot of songs, folks.
That is certainly a lot more songs than you will hear in regular rotation on your Christian radio station.
Yeah, shoot. That
Where, do you like the new song? I hope so, because you're going to hear it 5 times today.
Exactly. But this is kind of the point, I mean, we've talked about it before we've talked both about with regards to sin and with regards to doing good and holy things. It's really about your intention. Are these artists intending to make Christian music? Or are they intending to make music that a Christian will pay money for? And once again, I'm not trying to point fingers at anybody.
We're not judging anyone.
Exactly. This is good music. But I feel that it's just mislabeled.
Ought it to be labeled as Christian music when in fact it is not so?
It is not, at least in the strictest sense of the word, Christian music.
Mm-hmm.
It's Christianly, but we could just as easily call it Christian light at that point. I mean,
and as we've discussed many times, Christian light is not Christian at all.
No, not really. It's just good feelings and
don't accept
good wishes.
Don't accept beige Catholicism. Don't accept watered down Christianity.
We want all the Christians in the world, especially you, our viewers, to live a life that is full of vibrant colors and energized faith. Look at the things that you are letting into your life. I'm sure a lot of them are fine and good. Some of them may be fun. But are these the things that are helping to draw you closer to God, or simply things that help keep you moving forward?
Because if it's not drawing you closer to God,
it may very well be pushing you further away.
And if you're not moving toward Him, you're not really moving forward.
Yeah, and remember go down below, hit the subscribe and the thumbs up and the bell and all those fun things. Leave us a comment below. Let us know if you've got any songs that you keep hearing where it's like, this just isn't really what I expected.
Or are we way off base?
Maybe.
And your incredibly vague love song is in fact deeply Christian.
I'm willing to accept that I can be wrong at least half the time.
I'm at least willing to refute the argument.
And until next time, remember to live your faith.
Love your faith.
Share that love.
Now, if you'll pardon me.
How can I stop him when he's just having such a good time?